Capricorn, let's clear some smoke. Gonna go ahead and do your almost personal love reading for this month. So let's go ahead and tap right on into main energy. And I do hope that all is well and that you are doing well, dear. All right. Divine, may I have 3 best cards for main energy for Capricorn, please? 3 best cards. Okay, mental energy. Our relationship became another task to manage, and we postponed us, thinking there would be more time. And that's mental energy, main energy. Regarding the environment, I was naive to think that fleeting affairs could ever take the place of a genuine connection, distracted, and nearly causing irreversible mistakes. And then spiritual energy. I want to press the final button with you. I want to take this step together, but please be patient, my love. We will know when the time is right. If I were to take an educated guess and how this energy is reflecting back, because all of this is in shadow, these are your personal thoughts, which means would signal that the transgression occurred towards you, like someone stepped out on you in some way. Now, it could be full physical, or it could be a person was having an emotional affair of some sort, or they were a little too flirtatious with someone within your circle that led to an uncomfortability in terms of how the romantic energy was going. Like, you begin to notice that this other so-called friend was flirting with intention at this point, which means that your person was giving them a little bit too much, doing some pillow talking here. So there's different vibes coming in. There's different levels to it depending on where it falls for you. But Capricorns tend to stick because, Knight of Pentacles is in your energy. So you don't just, you have a lot of patience. Capricorns and Scorpios have that in terms of their romantic relationships and involvement, mainly because I feel from my experience that Capricorns and Scorpios can be so very intense in terms of what they want and their ambitions in life. And so they tend to lose focus at times or leave their relationships on simmer and don't really have that. They don't hover. They're not signs that hover for very, very different reasons. Scorpio doesn't like to be handled that way, so they tend to not. Capricorn to just be distracted and be all about work. And once they've got everything they think in the material world is lined up for their partner to be safe and secure, they will go off and do other things. So it's different energies. Scorpio is more of an emotionally independent sign and fosters that in their relationships. And Capricorns are more in the environment and earth energy, physically independent. They want to be able to roam and do what they want to do. And so they tend to allow that with their counterparts. So 67 breaking down to a 3. 3s are about growth, creativity, and expression. And this is like classic energy. Our relationship became another task to manage. So let's put that let's put that as a feather in the cap. Let's get into the details. There's something about this stepping out that you don't necessarily find offensive, but at the same time, you're not cool with it, but you understand it. And that's another thing with Scorpios and Capricorns too. So let's get into it. Open mind, open heart, darling. Deep breath. Get some information out. And Divine may have 10 best cards. Or let's go a little bit deeper. 12 best cards for the details regarding this energy this month for Capricorn. You're not cool with this justice in reverse. You're not cool with what happens, but you understand how it happened. You put the relationship, the connection on cruise control for a bit of time, and you extended it. You just kind of let things go a little bit, and it got away from you. You fell asleep at the wheel, like you put it on auto on self driving, and then you fell asleep at the wheel, and then beep 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 beep. You woke up, oh shit, about to go off the side. And caught the wheel and put yourself and try to get it back right. But magician, 3 of coins in reverse, 7 of wands in reverse, Ace of coins upright. This person probably had been saying to you for a while things were not fair and balanced in terms of what your pursuits or what you were focused on. Because this page of wands here, clarifying justice in reverse, really shows where you have been really focused. Again, Capricorn, once you have your person in a certain position that as old schoolers would say, there's a plenty of steaks in the freezer. You feel like everything's covered. They've got everything that they need. They have access to what they want. The lights and bills are paid. They can come and go as they please. And, you know, but what they're missing is, I'm the reason they're in the relationship. Your participation, your input, your love, your candor, the very reason that they even decided to go into this connection. You're not present, right? You're felt in terms of your support, but you're not, you're seen in terms of the material support, but you're not felt in terms of emotional and spiritual presence. So 3 of coins, the 7 of wands in reverse. The 3 of coins is where, there has been a lack of input from you. Okay. You mainly have probably been saying whatever you want to do. That's fine. I don't really, it's fine. It's fine because you've been so focused on things that are outside of the home. And you've become really ambitious lately. Magician upright between the justice in reverse and the 3 of coins in reverse. And so this person has had to figure out ways of which to substitute your presence of what they really want from you, your essence. They've had to figure out a way to substitute that. And so with the 7 of wands in reverse, you have been completely, we kind of fell off a little bit here. And but it was due to the fact that you had put so much trust in this person. That's why you were not watching. You didn't think how many words, Divine? You weren't doing this in a manner to be negligent, baby. Okay. You did it because of ultimate trust. This person has unbarred access to everything that's yours. Even things that they don't even know that they have access to. You have no problem with that. You know. You trust them. You really did say it's what's mine. It's literally what's mine is yours. Mi casa, su casa. This your house. This our house. This is what we're doing. And this betrayal of your trust, the practicality of the Capricorn is like, I get it. I really haven't been, I've been negligent. And the first thing this is how much you love this person, is that you put their needs above the betrayal. You were like, damn, I did this. This is my fault. The first thing you thought about was, this is my fault. Ace of coins and then the 2 of cups in reverse. Like, how did I look between these two? And so when the cat's away, the mouse has been playing. But you also recognize that you just haven't been there. Whatever you've been focused on, your ambitions have really taken over. It's 70-30 at this point, where you're really pursuing your ambitions and 30% towards the relationship because you kept thinking, I'll get back to it, or you kept doing things, or buying material things, or whatever the case may be, or giving them access, whatever they want to do. Doesn't matter. If you want to go get it, cool. You know how much I love you. You can have it. Well, I want to buy this. Okay, cool. Go ahead, do it, because you were compensating for your lack of presence. The 2 of cups is in reversal, where then this person began to feel neglected, emotionally neglected. And because of that, they the gifts, the access, the material possessions began to be cold. The house was cold now because they didn't feel loved anymore. They didn't feel cared for personally. That personal touch was gone. Your essence was missing. Page of Wands is here, the Fool and the Eight of Wands. And while you were, again, the cat's away, the mouse has been playing. Took this as an opportunity to go through this open door, take this leap, and create this friendship. Okay, the Eight of Wands and things move very quickly. Knight of Coins, mentioned that at the top. You remain dutiful. You're working. You're putting in time. They've probably been telling you that they've been hanging out with this person. Could be someone of the same sex, actually. Which really then did make you feel like totally safe. I mean, you probably been footing the bill for their outings. You know what I'm saying? Like, they put it on your card. You cash apping them for y'all. Yeah. Which would really explain that energy of how you don't have any harsh feelings towards it. Because remember early on that the infidelity is different. It doesn't necessarily mean that there was a physical impropriety. It could just be in terms of this person, they've been confessing, and this person is now turning their heart cold towards you, and you don't need to be around this person, and putting your person into positions of where they can then open the door for them to go to and create other romantic connection. This person creates the space and the doorway for that. Oh, you don't have to be treated like this. My friend is this, and this. You should come hang out with us. And then it opens the door. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this person is someone. It didn't feel that way. That makes, thank you, Divine. That makes perfect sense. Because I'm like, I don't feel like this person is like cheating, or the person that they're dealing with is that, but they're the doorway to it. Since this Fool card here. And while you've been out working, again, put more and more steaks in the freezer. They've been Wheel of Fortune and High Priestess. They've got somebody here that is truly conjuring up these opportunities for them to create opportunities for them to do things that they shouldn't be. What's going on with this High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune energy, please? Because this person knows things and does not say it. Like, you know who this person is that's opening these doorways for your person. You know them. You spend a lot of time with this person. Hell, you may have even met them together and could be long harbored. This person wanted you and you didn't want them, and you chose the friend, and now they've got an opportunity to get their lick back. Their feelings were still hurt. That door opened up. And now they're like, oh, okay, you didn't choose me. I'm going to show you why. I told you this person wasn't worth it. It should have been me. But now I'm going to prove it. So this person, there's some ugly energy out here. 8 of Swords, 4 of Swords, and the 4 of Cups in reverse. Your person is very confused about how they feel. They're trying to, when everything is over and dealt with, they've got this person, this High Priestess is not working in the sense of, because that 2 of Cups in reverse on that High Priestess, this person is not working in the sense of, it's in the shadow of this High Priestess, of where it's someone who violates their spiritual knowledge. It's representing a person right now, it feels like most. This 8 of Swords, 4 of Swords. Your person understands that what they're doing is unbecoming, conduct unbecoming. Double 4s that are about application, formation, and stability. What they want is mental clarity. And they are pulling away to think about the actions they've been taking. They know they're crossing boundaries. They're doing things that they should not be doing. And this 4 of Cups is where they're coming into clarity. The divine is beginning to show this person that the actions that they're doing are cowardly, when all they need to do is sit down and talk to you and let you know what they want and what they need, and that you will provide it. They just haven't said anything to you because they've been angry and they expected you to self-correct. And sometimes when we get into relationships of all types, we think that eventually the person is going to pick up on our vibes and see that things are wrong. But in reality, when a person is doing something that they want to do and their intention is set and they're trying to make sure that everything is in order in their absence, they're going to think, I'm doing everything I can outside the home to make sure that the home stays secure. And I'm also providing you with what you need, both in terms of practicality and in luxuries, so that while I'm out doing this thing, while I'm out being ambitious, when I'm out chasing this bag, you feel my presence in terms of support and fun, and you can go do what you want to do. The only thing missing is me. And this person wasn't in their standing in their power enough, and their voice wasn't strong enough to say, I miss you, because they felt like that would be selfish and you would look down upon them or something would occur. So it was really just about, creating narratives. Both of you had your own narratives. Both of you had your own intentions, and it got a little bit lost here, and lost in translation. But this Four of Cups in reverse is very it's good to see. It's good energy to see, because the person is beginning to come to their senses and realize that what's really happening is that they were upset, disgruntled, sad, disappointed, whatever, and they wanted to try to spark a get your attention. And they're realizing that this person that is pulling them out, trying to get them outside, they realize this person is trying to ruin their relationship with you. And so that Four of Cups in reverse is letting them know, like, let me focus on what I need to focus on. The Four of Swords is there. The Eight of Swords is like, they want to keep this person at bay. And they're waking up to, they're coming alive. They're waking up. The divine is letting them know, like, hey, this person, and it's probably been because of how this person who's representing this shadow energy, I feel, for this High Priestess energy, is beginning to talk about you. And they know that what this person is saying it's cruel, it's mean, it's hateful, it's personal, right? It's different. And they know that what they're saying about you isn't true. And so they're like, wait a minute. Let me get with the divine and figure out, you're like, hold on. Let me stop, and figure out what I really want here. Okay. What do I really need to do? They're realizing that this person is not a true friend. So you're really probably going to kill two birds with one stone here. Divine be doing what it do. Like, oh, we're going to get rid of them too, because they are not a friend of the relationship. Not a friend to your person, and not a friend to y'all's relationship. All right, so divine strategy moving forward. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Five of Swords upright, Page of Cups, and then the King of Coins. Judgment in reverse, yeah. You need to acknowledge the fact that while everything is good, it could be better. And you need to make time for it to create a better space. Not only because when you create a better space for a relationship, you're going to, by default, create a better space for you. It's been unsettling to you for a while. You've noticed some things, so it's time to address those as well. The Five of Swords. Lost my ring, Lord Jesus. The Five of Swords upright and the Page of Cups here. It's time for you to come up with a Capricorn type strategy. You don't need to do anything that's not natural to you, but you need to do what you do best, which is create a solution. Resolve it. Create a plan. Page of Cups upright, and it starts with a gentle apology. Not to point at any fingers at anything, that the symptoms of the situation, that's what it is. The person's acting out. You've been acting out. Really just got to get to the, I'm sorry, I haven't been around. I've been doing my thing, and I just haven't been appreciating. I just haven't been showing my appreciation with I need to fix that. Judgment reverse is why you already had that energy, and it's just confirming this for you, that there is no need to judge, because you both are under the same roof here. In the same car, same house, same bed. There's, if you judge them, you're going to be judging yourself. So let's reserve that for now. And what you don't know is really not going to hurt you, because again, this person has is being, they're tapped into the divine. They're waking up to the point that this person is not their friend and is not a friend of the relationship and is personal against you, and they realize that. They probably have already known that, always known that, and now they really understand that if they move your person out the way, that person is just gonna try to come on in and get right in the bed next to you. It's a lot of jealousy going on there. King of Coins. Oh, look, it's you. And you will rightfully take your throne. You will your king or your queen will put your crown back on your head and straighten it for you. And once again center themselves as the crown jewel. The reason for the season, everything that y'all do together. So it's a great team. You all are going to be better for this because it's going to open up new avenues of communication and understanding. You're going to see each other on a deeper level, especially energetically. And you will no longer throw money at the problems. You know what I'm saying? Throw resources at at emotional issues. You're going to gain some emotional intelligence here to understand the cues of, oh no, this isn't about provisions. This is about emotional presence and responsibility. I'm failing there. And I can't just throw money or material resources at that problem. I've got to be present. I've got to have this conversation. And it's going to be good for me. Okay? Okay. And that's what love do. All right. I appreciate you, dear. Especially your most valuable time and attention. And do remember that back then is not now. Always be in harmony with your surroundings. Stay sucker free. Hope to see you again.